morning, guys. It is Sunday. Jason from Intricate Concrete. I'm out here at a friend of mine's shop. Received these lights from Hykoont. We are going to unbox these things. These are solar lights. We're gonna get them unboxed here and get into these things, get them put up, show you guys how they work. Just looking at the overall packaging of these things, so far that looks pretty good. I'm impressed with that. Everything is in its own package, very well padded. Everything seems to be labeled okay. So we're gonna get these opened up, see what we got. Get the scissor lift out here. Like I said, I'm helping out a friend of mine. He has no lighting out here in front of this commercial building, so we're gonna stick these up and see how these things go. I've never put them up before, don't have any experience with this light company, so we'll try them out and I'll give you guys my thoughts. Alright guys, so we have two of this model to put up. These are the parking lot lights. Just unwrapped everything. So you get a pole, seems to be aluminum. You get your remote control, owner's manual, some expandable anchors, some bolts, your two brackets. The light itself, as you can see, has a power button and a charge indicator. Everything here is plastic, so we'll see how that goes. On the back, you have a very large solar panel to charge this thing. These have been in the box, so obviously no charge to them. We have two of these identical lights that we're going to put up, and we have a third solar street light in here that we are going to put up after we do these two. So I'll show you guys how these two go together and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so put the batteries in the remote control. They're your standard Chinese batteries. This takes two AAAs. Unfortunately the batteries are dead here, so but we'll get some other ones anyway. I've loosely put this together with the 4 bolts, so if this is mounted, this would be the top obviously, so you get sun. I've just got these finger tight right now so I can move this. Once we get up there, get this screwed in, then I can tighten these up with a wrench and we can adjust this to the angle we want it, so it matches our mounting location. Pretty simple to set up so far, pretty self-explanatory. I will show you guys what size tools we're going to need for everything. I would definitely recommend putting some good batteries in here to start with. As you can see, this is how the one battery arrived, dented in, so probably why things are not working too good, but the package on the outside was fine, so I would assume it was packed that way. But so far pretty simple. Instead of using these expandable anchors, I think we're going to use some lags because we are going into wood. These would be used if we were mounting it to a pole, which in this case we're not. We're going to put one up on each end of the building and the other light in the center. Alright guys, we've got this other one unpackaged. Like I said, we've got this one somewhat put together. So looking at the hardware here, everything appears to be stainless steel, which is nice so that these connectors don't rust. I think that's a really nice feature to have here. You want to make sure that you use this half rounded one when you go over the pipe. As you can see the contour of how it fits, that's the one that you're going to use when you put your pipe in there, just like we have loosely installed there. So I am going to get this one to the point of this one, and Larry went to grab us some lags, and we will get these things mounted on the building and see what we can do with them. Okay guys, so pretty simple what you're going to need for installation here. 9/16 deep well to fit on these. You don't need to hold them on the other side because they are hex fittings on the other side. So we do have one remote control working. The other package did have good batteries in it, so that'll work. pretty simple on the instructions here. You do have your motion sensor, your timed 100% lighting, and shows you the height to mount everything. Between 16 and 20 foot tall will illuminate a 2,200 square foot area. So the instructions are pretty clear. Very simple install so far. Like I said, we aren't going to use the expandables. We're going to put in some lags just because we're going into wood and it'll make it a lot easier. But overall, very simple setup. We have this loose so we can turn the angle of it. So just letting these things get a little charge. This is the way you're going to want to mount your bracket on that angle, so that your solar panel's facing up, your light's facing down. Threads of these have to go up, like I said, because this is hexed here. So we're going to fire up the scissor lift and get up there and get these things lagged to the building, see how they look. Okay, we've got this lagged into the siding. We just took our light off. We had it finger tight on there, so now we're going to stick the light on there and tighten these bolts down. I don't have the bracket up there. There we go. So we just slid it on. We had the bolts finger tight. We're going to tighten those down once we get the light leveled up. Okay, we've got the bolts all tight on here. Solar panels facing up. Just want to show you guys this here. Barely moving the light, and how much movement we're getting in the bracket here. A little concerned with that over time in the wind, but we will see how it goes. Okay guys, we've got both of our lights up, so those are done. This is a little different version here. As you can see, this one has more LEDs than those. Those have 12. This has 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 LEDs. They are a little bit smaller than those. One thing I'll show you guys here is that this did come with a much more detailed instruction manual. This would be the HK 3000 model that we're installing. The remote controls for all three lights are the same. The same remote control does work with all three lights, so that's good. The mounting hardware is exactly the same as the last two lights, where you get the circular bracket. As you can see, same remote controls, same expandables, same stainless steel hardware to mount this to the light itself. This light is quite a bit heavier, I've noticed. As you can see, threaded inserts for these, so it does mount a little bit differently. Very large solar panel on this one. This one's also physically a little bit longer. So we're going to go mount this one in the back above the porch, and I will take you guys back there. Hey guys, just wanted to show you a little bit of the simplicity here. So this is the same remote control for all three lights we're putting in. As you can see, it's very simple. Here's a brief overview of the mounting instructions for the first two lights we put up. As you can see, the expandable anchor setup is here. Pole setup is there. You can mount it on an external pole. We chose to mount it directly to the building using lags. Here's the specs on our first two lights that we put up. And here's the lights available in this line. Again, we're putting up the HK 3000s now. So far guys, very simple install, very simple put together. I'm curious how these things do in the wind up there. As I said, the poles seem a little bit flimsy, but I don't know how they're going to hold up. I've never used this brand of light before, so we're going to try these and we're going to see how they work. I'm probably not going to show them in the dark tonight because I would like to let them go through a couple charging and running cycles just to give them a fair shakedown and see how they really work. Also, as you can see, it's a very cloudy day out today. We're supposed to get rain, so I'm going to let these run, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. I'll come back here at night and we'll check them out. But we're gonna go get this third one up, and this way we can see the difference between the two different styles of lights. The ones with the 12 LEDs, which are on the front of the building, and the one with 30 LEDs, which will be on the back of the building. Let's go get this one up. Okay guys, we did get this one installed over the back porch. As you can see, the lights are flashing, it's charging. This one's, like I said, physically a lot heavier light. So we're gonna let these run through a couple charging cycles for a couple days. As you can see how cloudy it is. And then I'm gonna get back over here at night and we're gonna get some pictures of these and see how well they actually work. It's starting to rain now, so we're gonna pack it up. Hey guys, Monday morning, about 8 o'clock. The guys are headed off to a job to start setting up stand patio steps. We're gonna try and get poured today. I had to run and get a load of sand to haul out there. And once again, as you can see, we are stuck by a drawbridge. Been sitting here for about 5 minutes. Have not seen the boat go by yet. The bridge is up. So I am trapped here. Luckily the guys made it over, so hopefully they'll start getting the old deck. Had 4x4s supporting it. They're going to start ripping those out, start getting the steps formed up. I'm going to get there with some sand and we're going to focus on those because I've got a truck on hold for 11 right now. So if this boat ever goes by and I can get moving, I'll get heading that way, and then we'll show you guys the project when we get there. Thanks guys. Here comes the freighter, guys. It's kind of cool that we get to see this in our town, like on a weekly basis. Most of these ships are hauling aggregate, actually, limestone, all kinds of stone, really, and then some of them also haul cement powder. So can't be too mad at them. They're keeping us supplied with what we need, but at the same time, these bridge delays really suck. But it's kind of cool to get to see these things in action. I want to say that some of these are like between 700 and 900 feet long. There's some that come in the mouth of the river here. They used to bring coal that were up to 1,000, but they can't make it down the river this far. Kind of neat to see, though. This one looks like it's empty, probably going back. They run all over the Great Lakes, all the way up to Lake Superior. This one's actually pretty good size here. So she's just about through. A couple more minutes, they'll put this bridge down. This one looks like it's flying a Canada flag. A couple more minutes, they'll put the bridge down, and we will hopefully be on our way to the job site. It looks like this thing is towing a tugboat. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a little tugboat behind it. Huh. guys, well, I'm gonna put the camera away so I can drive here, and I will see you guys at the job site. All right guys, here we are Monday morning. Guys got all the 4x4s out. Jesse's cutting up some step boards. These guys are getting some flashing on the house. This green line is going to kind of be the shape of our patio. Going to get the steps ready first, get this filled in with sand. Sod dug out here. Tina's getting us some wires ready. Excellent worker, Tina.
Thank you.
As always. All right.
Somebody get Lassie, Timmy fell in the well. Dang, that looks good. Yeah, it does. It's just non-stop texture. So much texture. Just like that, people. Big set of triple steps. Set up, poured, finished, and stamped. All in a day's work. Wow. Tell them about the texture. Tell them about the texture. I don't know if I mentioned the texture. Thank you for reminding me. But you're noticing the texture is edge to edge. There's no missing spots. We're really just the texture kings. Kings of texture. Just not black. Kurt doing the hard work. Tina doing the really hard work.
Yeah.
Sawyer's just messing around like usual. Fucking not doing nothing.
Okay, end of the day Monday. Steps are poured, formed, got our dirt kind of knocked down, putting all the wire in, tying all the wire. Tina's over there on break again. Doesn't really do much.
Yeah, baby. Superstar, movie star, Daryl Jr.
We got to put our expansion up on the wall tomorrow. Got our steps all stamped. We've got to strip these. We'll antique everything all at once. I believe this one's getting a nutmeg antique. Got to bring some treated in the morning to build up this egress a little bit. treated 2x8 with treated 2x4. Got this little guy here all stamped. We got Tina there. Done with his brake, apparently. Morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday morning. Just getting out here to this job. This is how we left things yesterday. Like I said, we got those stamps poured. We got these stamps poured. So we've got to form up a fire pit ring quick here. It's going to be for a 3-foot ring. I went and picked up some treated boards. We've got to build a form around this that's going to stay in there. We got to strip that step, bump the mud up to 845, so less than an hour mud will be here. Just waiting for the guys to get here and we'll get the show on the road. Bit. How's it going, Jesse?
Really good.
Putting a little color hardener on.
Oh.
There's Tina, always working. Tina got new sunglasses today. Tina, let's see your new sunglasses.
Yeah.
You look real sharp today, Tina.
I try to.
Just finishing up the color hardener, putting on the second coat of this stuff. Tina's finishing a brake. Oh, no, not finished. Still working on it, I guess. Just phase 2 of the brake. So you can see after the first coat, we got some light spots. Like in here, these red streaks are a little bit of pigment from the color. Those will go away. See how when Jesse's putting it on, it's a lighter tan color. And then as the moisture soaks in, it gets darker. That's what we're looking for. Everything to kind of turn this color like it's got good moisture in it. Let it sit for a little bit and then work it in. You want to get about 80% of your color hardener on in the first pass. This one's going to be somewhat of a marbled border. We want a little bit of the light to show through. It's just going to be a texture skin. So we're not darkening it up intentionally all the way. The lower patio is the same color as the steps and everything. There's Sawyer. It's basically like Tina. He just kind of stands around. Now there's Tina How's the break going, Tina? You've been sitting down for 15 minutes. No reply. Huh. Apparently if you leave the battery on in the trailer all night, it's dead. Okay, Tuesday, 5 to noon. Just finishing stamping. Got the border stamped with the texture skin. Got the inside stamped with Grand Ashlar. It doesn't really look like much now, but tomorrow we will scrape all these joints, open them up, power wash everything, clean everything, antique everything, saw cut it. It's all turning out very nice. It goes through a lot of change between now and finished product, obviously, but it's looking really good. As you guys can see, kind of how it looks now. These guys are just finishing. We're using liquid release.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No respect.
Sawyer's been afraid of Tina all day, so he won't talk to him.
So scared.
There's Tina over there. He's probably gonna dump out our wash bucket before we're done washing everything. Yep. Yeah. Guy's trying. He means well. Alright guys, Tuesday afternoon. We're over here at this little job. You might remember it. We tore the sidewalk out I think last Thursday or Friday. Then it rained. The mason was over here, got our bricks straightened up. So Jesse and Tina are working on the steps. Sawyer's just walking around. Like always. Tina's doing all the work pretty much. This porch was hollow. It actually should have been full of sand. That's probably why it collapsed inside. This is how hollow the thing was. So
Tina kind of is the brains of the operation.
I see things.
You do see things.
And I don't hear. Learning.
Learning.
the fuck does highlight add? Well, now that Tina's got the steps all figured out, he's shoveling sand in there. How's it going, Tina?
Yeah, we'll do half. You guys do half. Sound good? Oh, just me and Jess doing no fucking job.
I figured with all the breaks you got earlier, you'd be rested up.
Pretty much.
Go see how Sawyer's doing on this tree stump. How'd you do, Sawyer?
I think pretty good.
You think, or you know?
I think. Should be below 4.
I know it should be.
I would hope. We got a lot to do.
Tim, you want me to hop up there?
Well, no, stay down there and take pictures. Come on up, take pictures. Did you work? You got nothing to work.
Doing a good job. Hey guys, Wednesday morning. Want to give you an update on how these Hykoont lights are looking here. So it's about 5:30 in the morning. As you can see, that one just detected motion. I'm probably 25 to 30 feet away from the building. So when they detect motion, they kick up to 100%. As you can see, that one just detected me. I'm probably a good 50 to 55 feet away from that one. So that's pretty impressive on the motion detector side of these things, as far as how far away they are detecting. I'm actually surprised that that worked that well. You can see that one just went back down. At 100%, the amount of light these things are putting off is pretty impressive. They've been on all night at 30%, and they're kicking on now to 100. I'm going to walk closer again so you guys can see this one kick on. Oh, there we go. And we'll head over to this one. When they come on to 100%, very impressive. There we go. So overall, guys, I think these lights are working very well. They are putting off some good light. The motion sensors seem to be working real well. And I think that's a great feature as far as, you know, if someone walks by the building with some bad intentions at night, it is important to see that, you know, it lights them up and might give them second thoughts. So overall, these lights being up for a few days, I'm impressed by them. I think they're a decent light for the money. I think the motion sensing capability is good, and I will give you guys a future update once these things have been up for a couple months. All right, guys, it is Wednesday morning. Jesse, Kirk, and Tina are over at that little porch job I showed you yesterday. Finishing setting that up. They got mud coming for that at 9:30. We are out here at this patio job, Al Sawyer and I. The guys have everything stripped. We just marked it out for saw cuts. So we're gonna get the saw unloaded. We are going to get all of our lines cut up here. The guys are going to start scraping all the joints, prepping the fire pit ring a little bit, and once we get everything cut and scraped, then we're going to power wash, get everything cleaned up, and put the antiquing on. Once we're done with that, we'll let her dry. We'll come back later, we'll paint all the lines with release powder, we'll blow that off, we'll get the sealer on it. So the guys are just out by the road right now loading up our washout pool. As you can see, we've got the sifted topsoil all staged. We've got our tracks filled in here. Guys are just out throwing the washout pool in my truck. Then we'll get the saw unloaded and get cutting and go from there. Hey guys, Wednesday morning. Just got all the joints scraped at that job. I am on my way to the store to run and grab a fire pit ring so we can throw the ring in there before we get everything all cleaned up and before we seal. Want to talk to you guys about something that is extremely frustrating as a business owner. I have all of these trucks, all of these trailers, extremely organized. Everything has its place. Every truck, trailer has all the same things, basically, same equipment, and I will be damned if people can ever put things back where they found it. And it always seems like it is a tool that I need, and it pisses me off. Because, for example, here we are in this job. I need a $5 rubbing stone that should be in the truck, that was in the truck, that I put in the truck, and send one of the guys to go get it. Now I got 2 guys over at the truck for 15 minutes looking for something that ain't there. So now, when I go buy a fire ring, I need to buy a rubbing stone that I already have 10 of, but because nobody can put them back where they go, I'm buying another one, which will probably end up not put back where it goes. So 2 guys looking for 15 minutes, there's a half an hour of labor. Me going to buy something I already have, wasted time, wasted money, and now they can't finish cleaning up the job until I get back there with the stone to do what I need to do. More wasted time, more wasted money. All of this because someone cannot get something out and put it back in the same place where they found it. I cannot begin to express to you what a waste of time, money, effort this is for something so stupid, because someone is too lazy to go, oh, I got it from that truck, it's parked 15 feet away, well, I'll just throw it in this truck. Then the next time we need it in this truck, do we have it? No. I just don't understand why it's so difficult, honestly. It's a little thing, but it is aggravating, and it is a waste of resources. So that's where I'm at on that. I'm gonna go get this fire ring and a stone, and I will see you guys back.
Real quick video here, guys. Just finishing up. Long day here. Big job. 10 and 3/4 yards of bordered, stamped, big palatial steps. The back door, little single step there, little fire pit ring cut out. Turned out really nice. The weather yesterday for stamping it was just perfect. About high 60s, sunny, not really windy. Came out very, very good. Would you just look at the texture? Are you even looking at the texture? Wow, that sealer really just makes this whole thing just pop. Let me get you guys the whole deal here. Wow, is that a good angle? Just really nice. And I think you guys know what comes next. And that's that we're on to the next one.